for all. This presentation describes how to manually delete a DataStage job for all versions of Information Server DataStage. Sometimes in DataStage, problems arise where a job cannot be deleted with the DataStage client. All versions of DataStage have a local repository located on the DataStage server. At version 8 of DataStage, there is also a database repository named XMeta by default that is located in a separate DB2, Oracle, or SQL Server database. This presentation will show how to manually remove the job from both the local repository and from XMeta. The next few steps will require that you work from a DataStage engine prompt. CD to your $DS home directory, where $DS home is the path to the DS engine directory. Next, on a Unix or Linux system, you will need to source the DSENV file to set up your DataStage environment by typing /DSENV. Next, start a DataStage engine shell by typing bin/uvsh. You must be in the DS engine directory to do this. Do not attempt to run uvsh from within the bin directory. If you have run everything correctly, you will see a greater than prompt as in the example on this slide. Once at a uvsh prompt, you will need to log into the project the job is located in. The engine commands are the same for Unix, Linux, and Windows. Note that the uvsh prompt will type everything in uppercase automatically, so you will need to hold the Shift key down to do lowercase letters. The project and job names are case sensitive. First, type log2 space project name. Next, you will need to delete the job record from the ds_jobs file. Check to see if the job record exists in ds_jobs by typing list space ds_jobs space job name. Be sure that the case of your job name is correct. If you find the job in ds_jobs, then you will need to delete it. Be sure to note the job number returned from the list command. To delete the job from ds_jobs, type delete space ds_jobs space job name. You should get a message returned that one record was deleted. Next, you will need to remove the job files. Each job file will have a rt_log xxx, rt_config xxx, rt_status xxx, and ds_temp xxx file, where xxx is the job number of the job to be deleted. You obtained this job number in the previous step in this presentation. For each file, execute delete.file space data space file name. You must use the data keyword or you will delete the shared dictionary file that is shared by all jobs and you will not be able to open the files for any jobs. Next, for the files that begin with RT, execute delete space voc space file name. Once this is complete, or if the command errors that it can't find the file, verify that the files do not exist in the project directory on disk. These files open as directories at the operating system level. If you are at version 7 or lower, your job deletion is complete. If you are at version 8, continue to the next slides. For version 8.0 and higher, you will need the DStage wrapper script in order to manually remove a job from the XMeta database. In version 8.0 through 8.1 FixPack 1, you will need to call Information Server Technical Support to get a copy of the script and install instructions. Version 8.1, FixPack 2, and 8.5 both ship a copy of the DStage wrapper. It is located in the Information Server /ASB node/bin directory for Unix, Linux, and Windows. For simplicity, this section of the presentation uses the Unix and Linux syntax for DStage wrapper. The Windows syntax is exactly the same, except the DStage wrapper command ends in a .bat instead of a .sh. You will need to find the unique RID for the job in the job definition table and in the item table. RIDs are strings of characters used by Information Server to uniquely identify objects in the XMeta repository. For version 8.0, use the DStage wrapper shown in this slide to get the RID for the job. For version 8.1 and higher, you will need to add the -user and -password arguments. If you are not running the command on the domain server, you will also need to run the -domain argument. If more than one row is returned, use the column after the unique RID to correctly identify the row. This column contains server_name: project_name. You will see multiple rows returned if you have a job with the same name in multiple projects. Make sure you get the RID for the job in the correct project. Copy and paste the RID into Notepad because you will need it in the next 2 steps. Using the RID from the last query, you will now start a second query to gather the DS item RID. For version 8.0, use the DStage wrapper command in this slide to obtain the RID. In this command, RID_from_last_step is the RID found in the last query. For version 8.1 and higher, you will need to add the -user and -password arguments. If you are not running the command on the domain server, you will also need to run the -domain argument. Copy and paste the RID into Notepad because you will need it in the next step. Now you can issue repository deletes using the 2 RIDs obtained in the earlier steps. For version 8.0, the DStage wrapper command is /dstagewrapper.sh --delete dsjobdef first_RID /dstagewrapper.sh -delete /dsitem second_RID. For version 8.1 and higher, you will need to add the -user and -password arguments. If you are not running the command on the domain server, you will also need to run the -domain argument. You should see a confirmation that both the DataStage item and DataStage job definition were deleted. The job should now be deleted. You can help improve the quality of IBM Education Assistant content by providing feedback.